What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the new roster update for Madden 20. Got a pretty big update this week. A lot of big names were adjusted this week. A lot of big names going up, a lot of big names going down. The last update or two were a little bit smaller. This is probably the biggest one we've gotten, in my opinion, at least in terms of important names. Since the mid-season update, where it was just like a massive update. So we're going to talk about who's going up, who's going down. There's going to be probably some names that shock you, just like every week. There is no official blog this week. I'm guessing with the holidays they didn't actually put out a blog, so I'm just going to go through the names and kind of tell you some things. So if you are new to the channel, of course, and you want to always stay up to date on the latest news and tips for Madden, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you never miss any of these important uploads. So first off, we're going to start with Lamar Jackson because I did kind of a preview video to this a couple days ago. We didn't know what his overall was going to be, but we knew he was going up big because Michael Vick did like a little kind of promotion thing with Madden. He was a ratings adjuster for the game. He went out to the Monday night game where they played the Rams. Obviously, Lamar Jackson tore it up, and then the next day, he revealed that Lamar Jackson was officially going to be the fastest player, or fastest quarterback, excuse me, in Madden history at 96 speed. So we did a video on that, kind of told you, to expect that. And I said in the video, I really think he's going to jump up 3 overall points to a 90 overall, and he did just that. He went up 3. He is now officially a 90 overall, 96 speed, the fastest QB in Madden history. He went up 2 speed. He was 94. Now he's 96. His acceleration also went up as well. So that's 2 big, rating increases in terms of the speed there. His takeoff speed and also, just his open field speed. Now, I said for him to go up to a 90, they were going to definitely have to touch on a lot of his other, attributes, like especially his passing ones, which is really important because even if his speed didn't get touched, he was already fast. It's already ridiculous in the game, right? But you want those accuracies and things to go up so that he doesn't have as many of those, missed throws, bad passes, leading the ball too much, right? So his short accuracy increased by 2, which is good. His medium accuracy and his deep accuracy both increased by 1. And his throw on the run actually increased by 5, which is pretty big. So Lamar Jackson obviously is one of those guys, if you can get out of the pocket and throw on the run, he's a little bit more valuable in that capacity because his throw on the run is so high, and because of his speed and his escape artist ability, he's hard to stop from getting outside the pocket. So Lamar Jackson is a 90 overall. He will likely be, without a doubt, the next X Factor player in the game when the next update comes out. Dude is just killing it right now. Probably going to win the MVP if he continues what he's doing right now. So big year from Lamar Jackson. Now let's get into the rest of the guys. So my guy, Michael Thomas. A lot of people for weeks now, they're like, why isn't he a 99? Why isn't he going up? He didn't go up the first time until week 9, I think. He started the year at a 95. And then the last few weeks, he's going up. He went up 1, then he went up 1 again. He's going up +1 yet again this week. He's now a 98 overall. Now, the second best receiver in the game as of right now in Madden. Second best receiver, only behind DeAndre Hopkins, who is, of course, 99. Now, I think what they're doing with Michael Thomas, which makes too much sense to me, right? They've been inching him up a little bit. What they're probably going to do, because they make the big deal with the ratings adjuster thing, and it's a big marketing and promotion thing, when he gets near potentially breaking Marvin Harrison's reception record, which he's still on pace for. He's got 4 games left. The only thing that could possibly throw that off is if the Saints somehow were to maybe clinch home field and they didn't have to play that last game. But if Michael Thomas gets near that record, what they're probably going to do is do like a ratings adjuster thing for him, because if he breaks that record, there's no way that they're not going to give him a 99 overall. So I think that's what they're kind of doing with Michael Thomas. They're going to wait and kind of make a thing about it if he gets close to that record. So he could potentially be a 99 overall before the season ends. Now, continuing on, Richard Sherman goes up 1 to a 95. He's playing just as good as ever. He's a big reason that Niners defense is good. We have Nick Chubb going up 1 to an 88 overall. Nick Chubb having another good year. Nick Bosa goes up 1 again to an 87 overall. I believe he started the year at either 77 or 78. So he has been one of the biggest risers this year. And of course, again, much like Richard Sherman, Nick Bosa, a big reason that Niners defense is so good. So he's already becoming one of the better pass rushers in the game. I wouldn't be surprised to also see him get some ability soon, because it's his first year, but he's clearly one of the best pass rushers in the league already. I mean, he was that good in college, too. he was a can't miss prospect, and he's showing that. So I don't know if he'll become an X factor just yet, but I would definitely want to see him at least get some pass rushing superstar abilities. Maybe one of the specialist moves or something, because he definitely deserves it. Mark Ingram goes up 1 to an 87 overall. He's killing it with the Ravens. As a former Saint, I really miss him. He's tearing it up. Justin Simmons +1 to an 87 overall, becoming one of the better young safeties in the league. Tre'Davious White finally gets some love, +1 to an 87 overall. This dude has been locked down since he's came in the league. I'm not sure why his overall isn't like. I feel like he could be a guy that could be like 90 overall, but it seems like they don't really boost him up a lot. But he finally gets a little love. Derrick Henry having a really good year, +1. Yet again, he goes up. He's 86 overall now. Kyle Juszczyk goes up 1 to an 85 overall. Deshaun Watson is moving back in the right direction. I believe last week he went down. He had that bad game against the Ravens. Last week he bounced back, played a really good game. So now he's back up +1. He's back to 85 overall. Personally think Watson should be a little higher. He should at least be like 87, 88 in my opinion, but that's just me. Leonard Fournette, I think he went down last week. He's going back up this week. He's kind of just been like a roller coaster. He has really bad games, but he has really good games too. So he's like constantly going up and down. He's +1 to an 84 overall. DJ Moore had a big game against the Saints. He is +1 to an 84 overall. He is actually, I think, currently 5th in the NFL in receiving yards, which is actually really wild. I didn't notice that until I checked it like the other day. He's actually the 5th most yards this year, so he's having a really good year. Marcus Peters is starting to trend back up. He's been like a match made in heaven with the Ravens. He was having some struggles with the Rams. The way he plays, he's kind of a gambler, so sometimes he gets beat, but sometimes he makes big plays. Within that Ravens defense, it just feels like he's in the perfect role because of everybody else that's around him. He can really just do his thing, and he has been balling out. So he goes up +1 yet again. He's up to an 84 now. I think Marcus Peters is going to keep moving back up because, like I said, he's in that really good situation. It's just perfect for what he wants to do right now. Vita Vea had a good week for the Bucks, even catching that touchdown. He goes up +1 to an 84 overall. Jimmy Garoppolo has put together some solid weeks of, putting up some nice numbers in the passing game. And honestly, if he had some better receivers, I think he would be putting up better numbers. He is +2 this week to an 83 overall. Fred Warner, another 49ers player, he is +2 to an 83 overall. I believe he started the year at a 73. So he's going up 10 overall points this year. He is at least this season has been one of the better linebackers this year for sure. I would expect him to keep going up because he's really just balling out. Another very key reason to why that defense is so good. And Marquise Hollywood Brown had the big Monday night as well, along with Lamar Jackson. He gets a +1 boost to an 80 overall. Now let's talk about the guys that are going down. So anytime we mention this guy when it comes to ratings, people get mad. Julio Jones is going down 1 to a 97 overall. And I know people get mad because for years people are always mad that he hasn't been a 99. And there's probably been some years where he should have been a 99. I don't think this year is it. He hasn't had, this is one of his, I want to say, like, he's not even having a bad year, but in terms of like Julio Jones, this is, of the last maybe 5-6 years, this is probably one of his more down years, I guess you could say. Obviously, the Falcons' offense isn't always clicking this year. They're having some struggles, but a lot of people wanted him to be a 99. He was a 98 all year. Now he comes down to a 97, so that's why I said Michael Thomas is officially the second best receiver in Madden, because he went up, but Julio also dropped. Jalen Ramsey is going down. Again, he went down a few weeks ago. He's going down 1 to a 94 overall. He was the best corner in the league flat out, but as of this year, I mean, it's definitely Gilmore. Gilmore has been near perfect. Ramsey has struggled a little bit. He's still very good, but he's struggled a little bit. The Rams as a whole are struggling, so that's not helping his case very much, but he's down to a 94. Amari Cooper is down 1 to a 91 overall because he got shut out by Gilmore last week, but I believe he wasn't fully healthy either, so that's kind of like, I probably would have left him alone because Amari Cooper's been balling this year. Kenny Clark is down 1 to a 91 overall. Eddie Jackson, he's still a good player, but of the first couple years in the league, this is probably his worst year. His first 2 years, he was just out of this world. This year, he's not putting on, the performance that he did the last couple years, but again, the Bears as a whole are kind of similar to the Rams. The Bears as a whole are kind of just struggling right now, but he goes down 1 to an 89 overall. Tyler Lockett is down 1 to an 89. Travis Frederick, this was a big one that surprised me. Obviously, it seems like his best days are behind him, but he's still very good. But he's going down 3. You don't usually see people go down that much. He goes down 3 to an 88 overall. Still very good in the game, but a big drop. T.Y. Hilton goes down multiple points as well. He's down 2 to an 88 overall. Byron Jones, another Cowboy, going down. He's down 1 to an 88. So that's 3 Cowboys that are dropping, significant drops for Cowboy players. Cooper, Frederick, and Byron Jones. Delaney Walker is down 1 to an 87 overall. Chris Carson is down 2 to an 86. This guy's been up and down all year. I think he started at 87. He got down to maybe even an 84 at one point. He got back up to 87, went up to 88. Now he's back to 86. He's kind of a roller coaster of a player, and now Rashad Penny's starting to eat into his time a little bit, so we'll see how that develops. Eric Ebron is down 1 to an 86. Trey Flowers is down 1 to an 86. Kyle Fuller is also down 1 to an 86, and Kareem Jackson down 1 to an 86 as well. Devontae Freeman is down 1 to an 85. Carson Wentz starting to struggle a little bit, but again, his receivers are really bad right now, so it's hard to put it all on him, but he is going down 1 to an 82. He's been a guy that's been kind of up and down a lot this year as well. Josh Norman goes down 2 to an 81, and Derek Carr is down 1 to an 80. Those are all the big names that kind of went up and down this week. So let me know what you think below. Do you think some of these, deserve to go up? Do you think some people didn't go up enough? Do you think certain people weren't addressed? Do you think some people were dropped too much? Let me know below, and as always, I will see you guys next time.